everyone. In this video, we're going to be talking about Permission Manager by Hornet Security. But first, let's frame this discussion by taking some time to talk about SharePoint Online and OneDrive for Business. Now, being part of Microsoft 365, both SharePoint Online and OneDrive for Business have really had a hand in solving the file storage and file sharing problems of the cloud era. While arguably not perfect, these solutions have made it immensely simple for end users to create and share files with both internal colleagues as well as users outside of the organization. But like so many other technologies though, solving one problem often introduces others. Now, experienced SharePoint and OneDrive administrators likely know where I'm going with this. While the tools and options for sharing files in Microsoft 365 are powerful and simple, proper governance and ongoing maintenance of share settings and permissions for SharePoint and OneDrive is a whole other thing. To put it bluntly, it's not great. For example, to manage group permissions, share settings, inheritance, anonymous access, and others, administrators have to comb through multiple management UIs across Azure Active Directory, SharePoint Online settings, individual folder and file settings, and more. In-bulk actions to address this in the current M365 ecosystem aren't simple, and in order to right-size permissions across entire OneDrive accounts or SharePoint sites is an arduous undertaking that can really take hours and hours for even small environments. This is not to mention larger enterprise scale situations, and not to mention the need for proper reporting and auditing and a number of other use cases that, well, I'll get into more here in a second. This is where Permission Manager by Hornet Security really comes to the rescue. Permission Manager makes it easy and simple for administrators and CISOs to audit, report, and right-size share settings and permissions across their SharePoint Online and OneDrive for Business digital estate. The solution is web-based and accessible via the Hornet Security control panel at cp.hornetsecurity.com. From here, administrators can access Permission Manager along with all the other great security solutions from Hornet Security to help keep their organization safe. For example, administrators can use the Explore Sites view in Permission Manager to get a quick overview of the share permissions and the settings in SharePoint and OneDrive, and whether those settings are compliant with defined company policy. What do the other associated use cases look like, you may ask? Well, there are a number of use cases, but here are just a few examples. So to start, let's say you want to flag currently configured external sharing in a given M365 tenant. Using the Compliance Policies view, you can create a compliance policy that checks OneDrive for Business accounts and SharePoint Online for externally shared resources, and then flag detected items for review. As the administrator, you can review compliance and right-size permissions directly from the Explore Sites view. Now, realistically, the administrator or CISO may not necessarily know what files should be shared in a given situation and which ones shouldn't. So Permission Manager also provides the option of emailing site owners and empowering them to easily review and right-size share settings and permissions within their own departments. This really eases the burden on IT departments. Now, when the site owner receives an email about a required audit or policy violation, they're then directed to a simple to-do view within Permissions Manager UI. From here, the department head can easily review items within their scope and either fix the violation or allow it, clearing it for business use. This is just one use case. Several other examples include things like getting notifications when a site owner changes external share settings, or generating a report that details all employees that have access to a certain site. Maybe you want to clean up permissions for orphaned and removed user accounts, or what about detecting uniquely defined permissions where lack of permission inheritance may cause future issues, etc., etc. Permission Manager can help with all these situations and more. One other particularly powerful use case is the ability to view any given SharePoint site or OneDrive account through the eyes of a given user. This is useful in situations where highly complex or neglected share and permission settings are in place and you're trying to determine what level of access a given user really has. This view is also useful in cases where a user account gets compromised by a threat actor, and you need to see what files and folders that threat actor may have gained access to through this compromised user account. Now, this just covers some of the benefits of Permission Manager. All of this really adds up to be a powerful solution that helps security teams shore up an often neglected part of their M365 security posture. Again, Permission Manager from Hornet Security can help keep your critical data in SharePoint Online and OneDrive for Business safe from oversharing, misconfiguration, and neglect, while also making audits and reporting simple and easy. If you'd like to learn more about this solution, be sure to check out our website at hornetsecurity.com, or you can also email sales@hornetsecurity.com for more information. Thanks for watching.